Hello, today I'm going to try something new I never tried before, which is called Rebtro-brighting. And for that, I'm going to, as an experiment, use this keyboard here. You can see it's very yellow. These keys were originally probably white, but here they're very, very yellow, and this as well. And even the chassis, even the gray ones here are very yellowish. So it looks old and dirty. And this is something you cannot clear just with soap. In order to do that, the main product to use is this one, hydrogen peroxide, which is basically a disinfectant for cleaning purposes. Be careful handling this because depending on the concentration, you can get skin burns and irritation. So be careful, read instructions, document yourself before trying to attempt anything I'm doing in this video. You have been warned. After searching YouTube many videos about how to do this one by the 8-bit guy is the best video I found so far. And among the many techniques that he explains in this video, I'm going to try two of them. The first one involves boiling the keys of this keyboard in a solution of hydrogen peroxide for, he did, I think, for 4 hours. I'm going to try and see 1 hour too. Let's see how it goes. And the other method involves submerging the plastic, the chassis, the keyboard, the computer, whenever that you are trying to retrobrite, submerging in a solution of hydrogen peroxide and put that under the sun for many hours. The problem is that I live in England and we don't have such a thing as sunlight. So what I'm going to do is use artificial UV light using UV lamps, and that should do the job as well. So let's get into it. The first thing we should do is take a picture of the keyboard because I will not obviously remember where these keys are going. Next, I really recommend using a tool like this to remove the keys. It's going to be way easier and you're not going to damage them, or at least you're going to damage them the least. Wow, this thing was really filthy. You know, I'm gonna vacuum it. Initially, I decided to use a vacuum bag because it's anyway sealed, but it didn't work because it was difficult to handle and it required a lot of water. Then I realized if I'm going to test these, why not retrobrite something else as well? I have this old Commodore dataset that is pretty yellow, so let's give it some love too. Well, I think that the boiling experiment didn't go well. I really liked that keyboard, the Sun Microsystem keyboard, but yeah, look at this. It's all melted, and seriously, I don't know why it's happening because this is ABS plastic. People might say, of course, you boil it. Yeah, I know, but ABS plastic melts at 105 Celsius, 221 Fahrenheit. First thing. Second, I kept the temperature all the time perfectly at 70 degrees. I was literally monitoring it, and it was not even for too long. It was like 2 hours. I was checking the keys, but at some point at the end, I don't know what happened. Yeah, no, who knows? Anyway, the thing is that at some point when I was moving the spoon, I got this one like this. So like, oh no, well, yeah. Take a look. Yeah, here you can see it's pretty bad. And some other keys as well. Anyway, take a look at this. Something was happening there. Especially this key here, you see? The half of it was already the yellowing. So something was doing its job, and this F8 key was working. The problem is I can notice here the labels are fading off, so that probably at the end it will completely be ruined. But the process actually to decolor it works, and maybe less temperature would be enough. Maybe 50 degrees should be more than enough to do that. And well, at least I have the proof that that system works at a certain extent, but I need to keep the temperature lower. By the way, did you know that you can support this channel by a very small contribution if you become a patron, and you will get behind the scenes videos and more content than the one I post here, and help me to support this channel and to keep the lights on so I can ruin more keyboards. But wait a second, not everything is lost. Remember, I put also the data set into the hydrogen peroxide solution with the UV lights. It has been there for about 12 hours already. So let's take a look. I got these UV lights from Amazon. They are 100 watts each. They are meant to be used outside, but as you can see here, the hole they have is the right size to get a 1/4 inch camera mount screw. That can be used with a ball head on a tripod. If you're interested, I have a photography channel and vlog as well. Check the link in the description. Well, here we are. Has been there for 12 hours. Here we can see a clear improvement. It's not perfect, still yellowish, but look at that. So it works with the UV lights and the 3% concentration of peroxide that I put it there, and maybe I just needed to leave it there for a bit longer or increase the concentration of the hydrogen peroxide. Well, I wouldn't call this a success. The keyboard is ruined. I really like that keyboard, but anyway, I will do probably a different project with it. But in terms of the data set and the UV lights process, that worked very fine, but all good, just very slow, many hours there, probably also a lot of electricity you had to spend on that, but it works. And the hot water, I think that if we keep it at 50 degrees, should be fine, shouldn't melt anything. So I'm gonna do more experiments about this and create another video once I have this more perfected. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. I think I might probably end up learning exactly how to retrobrite things in my environment. And the thing is that every environment is different. Some people have a lot of sunlight, a lot of space maybe, or whatever. So for you, it's going to be probably different depending on where you are and the products that you have available. So that's why at the end, the principle I think is the same, but for everyone, it will take time for experimentation. And now that you're here, you might like this video where I restore an Atari 2600 that was really, really dirty, and I brought it back to life. Thank you for watching.